welcome back. This is Built Mike's Way, and I'm Mike. This is our SS turbo build over here. So we are going to take this all apart today. We need to paint the block. We need to drill the oil pan and put an AN fitting in it for our turbo drain. We also need to pull the timing cover off and ID the cam, because we bought this, basically it's a Ford short block, but he didn't know the cam. He doesn't have the cam card, doesn't know what it is, so I need to ID that so we can get the right valve train, valve springs, push rods, all that stuff. So once we do that, then we can continue on. We got some Eagle H-beam rods, which are really nice. I saved myself a lot of money today when I started taking this engine apart, which I needed to find out what the cam size was anyways, but man, this thing could have gone south pretty quick. The pickup tube itself wasn't even tightened all the way. It's got some rust that was forming around the pickup tube, so rust going right into a brand new oil pump, probably not too good. And as you can see right here, in here, it's hard to really get focused, but those are oily, grimy screws that were put back into this. No, it probably doesn't matter to most people, but if you're gonna put the engine back together, try to put it together right. And as you can see down in here, which I don't think you can, it's all old, oily, and grimy. So I'm gonna pull this guy off, pull these out, and then we're gonna put in our fitting for our turbo drain. I'll show you that here in a minute. Welcome back. It's the next day. We're going to get back at it, reassemble, put the oil pan on, get everything back into it, back into the chassis as we can, but there ain't nothing to it. Get to it. I already did some of the untaping. We're going to get the timing chain, everything reset back up, line the dots up. Probably going to have to go get some feeler cages so I can do the dang oil pump, drain pan, oil pan, all that stuff. Get a link back up to the transmission, and then we're gonna set that rear motor or trans mount. But I got to do a little height check-in between the two transmissions, make sure we get it located in the right way. All right, let's go over these bolts. The guys that were putting this engine together, some kids when they were younger, or I don't know, whatever the deal, but this is the proper bolt size. These 3 is what they had in there. These barely had 2 threads. So I got the right ones. They also didn't have the pickup tube on the oil pump tightened all the way, or barely tightened at all. So if I wouldn't have tucked this apart, this engine would have failed. I would have cost me a lot of money. So I'm glad I took it apart. So always, if you're buying something that's half done and it's not already running, make sure you take a little time and check everything out. Everything else underneath the machine shop did, so I'm not too worried, but they put their own cam in, and I started seeing signs of that, so I'm glad I double checked everything. Alright guys, that's as far as we're getting for the weekend. I gotta order some more parts. I need some LS7 lifters so we can get the heads bolted on. I'm gonna drop the heads off next week to have those checked and done. We did check the bracket height, so that looks really good. We're gonna have to cut it and modify it a little bit, but that's it for this week, and stick around, man. This thing's really getting fun. We're gonna really start fabbing up turbo stuff here in the next week or two, but that's it. Hope you're enjoying your summer. Get out there and work on those cars.